Well, I had to film this. I didn't want to write it down and note. I'll film it instead. So I'm in Lincoln, Maine. Just got back midnight last night in my U-Haul. Desiree's tucked away inside, and stayed at the White Tail Inn last night. Nice place. Glenn, very hospitable, very nice guy. Border crossing went great. That was good. That was good, you know, because they can be. I took the back roads, took the little one. That was good. And just stopped for breakfast this morning at this little restaurant. And the first girl was just not in a good mood, and just no hospitality, no love, no kindness at all coming out of her. I'm like, whoa. The little girl sitting next to me was a waitress. She was eating, and she was a lot better mood, so she pretty much got up and while she was eating took care of me, which was great. So I started talking about Labrador, Newfoundland. We'll just say Newfoundland. That's where I was just at for 3.5 weeks, and how friendly and hospitable everybody there is. You go into a department store and everybody said, "How you doing today, my love? May I help you, my love? What do you need, my love? My love, my love, my love," constantly. Unbelievable. It's not just another province, it's another country. It's not just another country, it's another world. And it's the world that I live in most of the time. My friends Wayne and the people you've met on my ride reports, just amazing. And so this was culture shock. So I started to tell her about how friendly people were. She says, "You're in Newfoundland, where's it at?" And I had to tell her exactly where it was here from Maine, how to get to Newfoundland. What'd you do, get a motel? I said, no, the people Harvey took me right into his home, so you guys already all know that from the report. So I explained to her what happened. She's like, "Oh, you're sure not getting that around here. Nobody's going to take a stranger into their house." And I explained how none of us are strangers in this planet, or this bigger than this state planet universe. I, did a little of that, and tried, and then she still, even though she was a friendly one, she still didn't quite get it. I was, to her, I was foreign, man. And so I just said to myself, I better just be quiet, sit here and eat, and not say much more, because I'm already pushing this too far, just talking about how kind and how giving. I told her, if you were down my way, broke down, you're in my house. It's just how my people are, And then she's like, "Well, maybe you ought to move there." And she said it kind of not nasty or anything, but you could have took it as like, "Well, maybe you ought to move there. Like, shut up and go there and quit telling me about how nice it was, and don't bring it into my world." Or maybe she just meant it sincerely, but I just took a neutral stance on it, And then I sit there and ate, and then it warmed up. I kept smiling at the girl that was kind of nasty. I gave the girl that helped me out a $5 tip. And then the cook girl, the lady out back, was a little bit in a bad mood. So I said, here's $5 for the kitchen too. Spread a little happiness there, because I think she needs it. Well, that'll just make her day. So did that. She was happy, made her day. So I kind of took my energy and changed over the energy in there, because I was going, holy cow, man, talk about culture shock. Yeah, this is a whole nother universe, not just another world, but a whole nother parallel universe, and I don't really like it, but I was just being neutral. But there again, spread. So as it got to the end there, I felt this change go over the people there as much as it could happen right now. But of course, their lives are just so much different than where I just came from. And but I made my impression. Then I left her with this after I made that. The cook lady got all happy, and it made her whole day, because that one gesture is going to make her happy the rest of the day. But I said to her, okay, there's an old Indian grandfather says to his grandson, he said, there's 2 wolves that live inside of each of us, a mean, nasty, hateful, mean-spirited, evil wolf, so to speak, and then a loving, kind, giving, charitable wolf. And the little boy says, "Which one lives inside of me, grandfather?" And I said to her, "The one that you feed the most." And then she looked at me and goes, "Uh-huh," and then I walked out, left her with that. So that was my morning in Lincoln, Maine. We'll see how it goes the rest of the way back home, whether or not we'll see this friendliness, and or if I'm going to totally see a different. Well, you know how it is. I'm going to see a difference, but I'm going to try to just keep my loving, kind, giving stance, and let it keep affecting people. And I'm just going to try to be not a spectator, but you know what I mean. I'm going to try to kind of just watch things like you view yourself sometimes. You get outside of your body and get outside of your ego and your intellect, and just we'll just look at it from your beingness. I'm just going to try to watch things happen, see how they unfold, and see how people are feeling and how they're acting. But there's no doubt about it that where I just came from was just like you would treat your best friend. And that's how they do that. Everyone there offered me, I could work with them, stay with them. I mean, everybody is that friendly. And I'm not that great of a guy. You guys know me. I'm just a freaking Joe, like down the street like anybody. But the kindness shown there, I can't even express it to you guys. You need to go there yourselves. It's amazing, just amazing. So anyway, Jet and Jim, it's October 21st on a Sunday morning. Me and Desiree heading down to the Adirondacks, gonna go see Phil Billy that I met with 5 Spikey, which was earlier in the report with you guys, and it'll be in there. I'm gonna go down there and run into him and stay on the Isle of Pine for the afternoon, have lunch, and then head to the Adirondacks for another visit with friends, and then back to Pennsylvania. I mean, you know, Bloomsburg, and see if I can this is like coming out of Newfoundland is like coming up from deep water. You know, I've got to come up real slow so I don't get the bends. You know, I got to come back to the busy hustle bustle world down here real slow. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a couple days to get down there and then slowly put my feet into the water. Cold water, I'm afraid, you know, but anyway, we'll just assume it's gonna be neutral and warm, but put my feet back in the water slowly and reaccustom myself and see where Sherry's mind and spirit is now. You know, I've been gone all these 5.5 months, see where she's at, see if we're still on the same path, and see where that path is. If not, where my next path is. And yeah, I'm just gonna feel this out. It's really, so hopefully I've been expressing it in the report. I know that I've been holding back to this point because I haven't put but a month down in the report, but this whole ride's been totally different in that I've been analyzing my life, my place, my surroundings, where I'm at, where I'm going every day on this ride, but yet still trying to be in the moment and enjoy the ride, enjoy the moment, like in Newfoundland and the places in California and Moab and all the places I've been. But while I was there, there was always a part of me, deep in thought, as I feel things unfold in front of me, and just like I said, see where my path is leading me now, because I sense a change, pretty big change, you know, and I'm open to it. So we'll see where it goes. Peace, love you all. Jet and Jim out.